Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the What Pentagram podcast, episode Who Knows Anymore. So, yeah, we've been a little off track. Colin just left.
We've been off track, dude.
So, with us this week, we have Dylan.
J.A. Winner.
Also known as Jason.
Sorry, my mic was muted. I'm AJ.
We had Colin a minute ago, but Colin left. He doesn't want to talk. His microphone doesn't work, so he doesn't feel he needs to be here.
Yeah.
But, so, we have kind of like a double podcast up for you today. Like, lots of fun things to talk about. But, we gotta open up with an apology. So we haven't been producing we haven't released anything in the past 2 to 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, well, partly because, some of the members are busy with lives.
Yeah.
Other than that, we tried to record one last week, but didn't really work out. We had like a 10-second lag time on everything for some reason.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I wasn't even done with that, and I know that's bad.
Actually, let's turn our videos back on. It just occurred to me so that way we can see when we're about to talk and we don't talk over each other. If it lags out my computer, we can stop it, but...
But, Dylan.
Yep.
The camera won't move until the voice gets to you.
I know.
It's still synced.
Alright, just making sure. So, in addition to, us not being, us having lives, not being able to record podcasts, we did have an apology we were going to put out a while ago, but it didn't go well. Yeah, we didn't actually put it out. Oops. We're sorry. But, in addition, we've also been working on new content. We have a Machinima series coming out in July. We've been doing a lot of hard work on. We've been having just buttloads of technical difficulties. Like, my butt is full of technical difficulties right now. It's disgusting. Every time I take a dump. It's just not good.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm hilarious. And, as a result of those technical difficulties, it's taking us a lot longer than we anticipated, and it's more time consuming. But in addition to this great series we're working on, we also have 2 new series in the works. Some background noise from AJ.
Oh my god, AJ, stop rattling your shit, boy.
Sorry.
Yeah, this podcast is not going to be edited, so you guys will hear every single annoying noise we make.
Hi.
Alright.
Every single last annoying little piece of crap we do, you get to hear. Lucky you.
AJ, do you have, Christmas bells in there or something, dude?
Some, the viewers.
Oh, come on.
I might have to take that out, go in and edit that, because that was loud on my end. It hurt my ears. I can't imagine what the mic picked up.
It's okay, I got this. Warning, loud noise about 10 seconds ago.
So, in addition to our Machinima series and just getting podcasts in our lives in general, we've also been working on 2 new series. Now, for some of our podcasts you may have listened to, there was a thing called Colin Explains Sports, and Colin would do a very funny, quirky way explain some sport. And we have a ton of them to do. And we're going to be, because Colin's not always here, and his microphone's broken, and just a ton of different stuff, we're going to be releasing that as a separate series that's going to go out. I think we're putting one of those out a week on Wednesdays, starting 2 weeks from now, something like that. We'll let you know. Like us on Facebook. Just real fast, we need 7 more likes in order to get Emma.
We're desperate.
Yeah, and we'll be posting about that on Facebook, on Twitter. We're going to try to get updates on the website. Not sure how that's going to work. I got to talk to my website guy. And the other series is going to be Ew, Everything Wrong With. So, AJ, you want to explain what Ew is?
Ew is a series where we knock video games, then give constructive criticism depending on the game. We give a summary of the game. We say what we don't like about it. We say what they could do to fix it. If they could do anything to fix it.
Then we bash on it hard.
Goat Simulator.
Hardcore parkour.
That's a game. Oh, that was just a phrase.
Yeah, it's just a phrase, not a game.
Oh. Why are you trying to confuse me, Jason?
I shouted it, and there was no reason I shouted it for.
Oh. Sorry, Jason. I blamed you for something you didn't do. You didn't hear it.
I didn't understand anything. I was just like cuddling with my dog.
Cuddle.
I want a dog. Instead, I got 3 cats from hell.
Were you really gonna have this discussion on the podcast?
No.
Sure, why not?
Maybe.
I got 1,000. Oh wait, no. I got 2,000 black perler beads, and I'm not afraid to use them.
The hell are wait? What the? Why do you
The
have
things
that?
with the ironing board. He's making a project.
Oh, that.
Making my girlfriend in perler beads, and then I have to describe her in the subjunctive.
In
For those
Spanish.
who don't know, that's Spanish.
Yeah.
Jason, you should know that.
The hell are you? What is that supposed to mean, huh? What's that supposed to mean, huh? What is that supposed to mean, huh, Puck? Huh? Huh?
Don't you speak Spanish in the
Philippines.
That's Tagalog. You just made yourself look like a meanie.
I don't care.
Racism.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
I'm making a girlfriend.
Singular.
Well, I feel like a dick.
I want one.
I feel like a meanie head now.
I want one.
You can say dick.
Oh, okay. I feel like a dick right now.
Oh yeah, because we're not editing it. We're trying to cut down on the swearing because if we say something really offensive, we can't take it out.
Well.
We can, but we're not going to.
Now I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Should I make the body purple, blue, or green?
Make
Green.
it cyan. Yes.
Yeah, blue works. I'll take it.
I'll give her purple pants.
Purple pants. All right.
Well, anyways.
So let's now that we've apologized to the viewers and explained we've got 2 new series coming out. Everything wrong with. I think we're releasing what 2 of those a week.
I don't think we can release 2 of those a week.
Yeah, the summer schedule for me might be busy, so
That's the summer schedule. School schedule is going to be different, especially senior year.
Oh, I'm like done for the year basically. Like I'm like exempt from many finals.
All right.
Our school, aren't you only exempt from finals if you have straight A's when you're a senior?
No, junior. It counts for juniors now too.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
If I knew that, I would have tried harder.
Challenge. I'm challenging that. Oh, in that case, I don't have to take my history final. I've had straight 100 since the beginning of the year.
Really?
That's for me,
Yeah.
math and ice.
Seidel and Collier, dude. That class
Damn it,
is
that
so
doesn't
easy.
count for anything for me except PE.
Well, you don't have to take the phys ed final.
I'm the least athletic person in the world. If I can ace PE, then anyone can do it.
Wait, dude. It's all written for the final for health. You know that, right?
For health, yeah, but no. Let's not talk about health.
Hi, Jason.
Health class is a joke, and it shouldn't be in high school because freshman year it's sex ed, and we really should be learning about that stuff because that's
Isn't
kind of
that 4th grade?
it's also it's 5th grade, but it's like more in depth.
4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade,
What's
and
the
then
difference?
again 9th grade.
But they're jokes in elementary school because it doesn't matter. Nobody's paying attention, and we're too young to understand it. But freshman year, it should actually matter. Sophomore year is your driving test, so like you should have an actual teacher for that. Junior year is first aid,
Yeah.
and senior year is how to raise a kid. Why?
Really? I thought senior year was like domestic violence and stuff.
Oh, I thought it was raising children, like
Isn't
babies.
that like home ec?
Oh, shh. It's
No,
still
wait, home ec is cooking. Home ec is cooking, I think.
yeah.
Anyways, did we still have to apologize, or did we just do that?
We did
No,
that.
We don't have to apologize because we're putting out new material.
We're putting this out today. Like when you hear this, like we literally record this like maybe 3
Today
or 4
is
hours.
May 10th, 2014, approximately 2:13 p.m.
So
And don't kill us if like we make it late.
Oh, I can kill you. I have a scissor for Jason and I have a knife for Dylan.
come at me, bro. I got like 30 in my house.
I got.
Just throw
Wait.
stuff here.
Oh, that's my dog.
All right. So, that's AJ. The viewer can't see that. That's disgusting.
Good.
Knife, fucking a scissor. All right. So,
We
first,
have 2 tools screwing each other
2 fish screwing each other.
for $50.
That's a reference of first podcast. But so
Podcast animation.
yes, we're gonna start up the podcast. So we did record one last week, as we mentioned. We're gonna start talking about all the stuff we talked about then, because the audio was crap then, and since that's not gonna be out for a while, and a lot of that stuff is very topical and current events and stuff, we're gonna talk about it now. So Fox News The next three are going to be about Fox News.
Ugh.
So if you're super conservative, just skip ahead like a couple minutes. So, has the Loch Ness Monster been spotted on Apple Maps by Fox News? Didn't even bother to read it because I already heard about this from a friend. Loch Ness Monster, far as we know, has not actually been found. It's just a wake of a boat.
If they do find it, they're either going to capture it or put it in, or make like the Loch Ness a reserve.
Or kill it, or breed with it.
Well, think about it. If it's been sighted for like hundreds of years, there has to be more than one so that they can keep breeding.
Oh.
I mean, Plesiosaur's normal lifespan wasn't that long.
I have a funny story I could tell about scientists and stuff that it's nothing to do with Fox News. So.
Hey Jason, how great would it be if they found a Lapras instead of the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh my God.
Jason. He left.
I'm not Jason.
Walked away.
I'm not Jason, but that would be hilarious. So we're gonna continue until Jason gets back, and then I have a really funny story I can tell about scientists.
So you want to just? Are we continuing?
Yeah. So Fox News ripped on Noah, the movie, which.
Fox News is a bunch of not conservative.
Yeah, no, you hit the right word.
Really?
Yeah, conservatives. It's a very conservative news source.
My grandpa watches it.
They went after the accuracy of Noah, and then Stephen Colbert retaliated by like proving that every point that they said was wrong. But
Fox News also go after Pokemon when it first came out.
Yeah, Fox News did a lot of bad in their time. But
Fox News. I just said Fox News.
Ooh.
Fox News is just a bunch of haters.
Don't be hating, bro. But what they should see, in my opinion, the new movie Noah might have been a good like film or whatever, but like they shouldn't have made the movie in such a way.
They shouldn't make movies about the Bible.
Yes, they can make as many movies about the Bible as they want. What they did was they turned it into an epic, like Beowulf or the Odyssey or the Iliad. That's not right, especially because they made money off of that. That's just, it's not right. It's like, I can't compare it to anything. That's the thing you compare other stuff to. Like, there's nowhere to go from here. That's it. That's the source. Well, anyway, so Colin wants us to talk more about what movies we've seen. So, this was a while ago, but I recently watched Office Space, which is a great movie, cult classic. Yeah, everyone should watch it. It's just a good movie in general. I watched both Boondock Saints movies to get a reference in
Boondock Saints.
Yeah, in Hellsing Abridged, and they're okay movies, but they're okay movies because of the action and because they don't have good plot. They have lots of action. What, Jason?
No, nothing, people. Anyway,
Jason, let's go back to Loch Ness Monster for a sec. I wanted to ask you this question, but Dylan got a kick out of it too. What do you think would happen if they found a Lapras instead of a Plesiosaurus?
Well, they found a Lapras.
Freaking Miyamoto.
Miyamoto would literally claim copyright on that shit and put him in it, like his private aquarium somewhere in like Osaka Ocean or whatever. I don't know.
But then technically, Miyamoto didn't come up with Lapras. Was it Miyamoto? Wasn't Miyamoto?
Game Freak, I don't know. And then, like, it's gonna do with it, and it's gonna be, like, mass destruction of, like, everything. You don't even need a sub. Just need a Lapras. Ice beam everywhere. Everyone's dead.
Alright. That's not gonna happen.
Hydro pump everywhere.
Yeah, you pump that stuff.
You want to burn out a fire? Hydro pump. Giant laser water in everyone's faces.
So, also recently, I watched The Big Lebowski, another great movie, and both Sherlock Holmes movies, which are just, they're phenomenal movies. Robert Downey Jr. knows what he's doing.
Of course.
You know,
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ. Yee. Right. So I got, they're good movies. I don't know, you should go watch them. There's nothing really to talk about. You guys see any?
Yeah, have you got any more calls meant for...
Oh, we want to talk about that now?
Yeah,
all right, let's talk about it.
In the last podcast.
So, I don't know how much we've talked about this in the podcast. We deleted a lot of podcasts and we shelved a lot of the old ones. But back in around December, when we first started recording audio, a bank, it might have been Wells Fargo, it might have been Bank of America, I don't remember anymore. I could have had the name of the bank wrong. A bank, that's the important part. Started to call. Yes, that too. They started to call me about this guy, and they were like, "Hey, we're looking for this guy," and I was like, "Sorry, you got the wrong number." And they called once or twice. I'm like, "All right, that's cool. That's that's just an error on their part or whatever." And then they started to call like once a day, 2 times a day. Yeah, it got pretty bad, and it wasn't changing. I'm like, "He's still not here, guys. You're still looking in the wrong spot. Stop looking." And then around holiday season, like Christmas, Hanukkah, and stuff, around there, it stopped. And they started up again about 3 weeks ago. And I keep trying to explain to them that he's still not here. He didn't migrate back to his old number. So, next time they call, I'm going to find out what bank they're from, and then we're going to publicly rip on them on the podcast, and then if I have any accounts there, I'm going to go close those accounts.
This might be a really dangerous thing. This is like identity fraud, right, Dylan?
I'm not going to say the guy's name out loud. No, I'm going to say the bank.
Oh, okay.
It started with a D, didn't it?
Yeah, it started with a D. My name starts with a D, but they don't know my name, so it's not like it's a understandable mistake. I'm pretty sure I don't have an account there, but if I do, it's going to get closed. I'm not dealing with that anymore. Oh, so now that Jason's back, I tell my the funny story I heard about scientists. So, this was a couple years ago, like back in, I don't know, a while ago, before we were old enough to like read the news and stuff, or before we were reading news and stuff. So, there were these scientists.
Still don't read news.
What?
I still don't read any news.
I mean,
I do. Okay, I'm old-fashioned.
I get my news from Jon Stewart and Jimmy Fallon.
Same.
Anyways.
No, not Jimmy Fallon. He laughs too much at his own jokes. That's my only complaint with him. So these scientists working for America, and they were like, "We want to teach dolphins how to talk," and somehow they got funded for this. So they
blowjobs.
Yeah, you don't spoil the ending. Right. So, and that's disgusting. So they like partially flooded a house with water, so a woman could go live with a dolphin and like feed it and talk to it and stuff and be like its mom. And like the dolphin wasn't really like learning and stuff. And then when it got to sexual maturity, all it wanted to do was have sex with her. So it like started to like really be like violent and like attack her and stuff. So they started taking the dolphin out of the house for conjugal visits to go bone other dolphins. They're like, but this is messing with our experiment. Like, how do we know like this isn't like this is a variable we didn't account for? This could really be screwing with the results. And over time, like the dolphins started to be like a little more gentle, like nibble at her ankles and like roll over and show her its junk. So she started giving the dolphin hand jobs. No reaction at all.
What? What? Are you serious?
Yeah, that's not the end of the story either. After she started giving the dolphin hand jobs, the dolphin became a little more receptive to their lessons, but it still wasn't talking. Because if it had started to speak English, we would know about this. And the scientists were like, "Well, what the hell?" So their solution was for the dolphin and the woman to drop acid together. So they both did LSD. And they got high. Really high. And that's around when the government got their funding. Like, there's no good way to... And this actually happened, too. It's not like I'm making this up. Like, this is like a real story of like messed up...
Wait. You're telling me the U.S. government funded to get a dolphin and a human high?
Yes, and that's... Well, they didn't like say, "Hey, look, we're gonna get them high," until like afterwards. And they said, "Hey, look, we got them high." And the government was like, "Yeah, how about that? No."
Well, they screwed up bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's like bestiality, ew. Ew.
That's borderline bestiality. Very messed up. Very weird stuff going on the U.S. government has funded.
If the dolphin could talk, it would probably just say, "More hand jobs."
Alright, well...
No, I just think it'd say more.
More hand jobs.
More.
AJ and I both know the reference to that. Somebody on the internet's going to realize where we got our news source from, and we're going to get yelled at through the internet.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with an R and ends with a T.
Reddit.
It ends with an H. Ha!
I said it starts with an R and ends with a T.
Reddit.
Oh. Reddit does not end with teeth.
Yeah, it does.
Teeth? T-E-A-T-H?
Oh!
Like the things in your mouth.
I heard T.
Yeah, I heard, like, it's T also.
Keys. Heya's gone missing. Why do you care? She has my keys.
Like some weird shit. You go to the wrong corners.
Yeah. Well, this is probably something everyone knows about by now, but we found about this a while ago. We've been trying to talk about it a little, but the 360 saves will be carried over to the Xbox One. That's something I thought was very cool and very good for us because we're currently in the process of building a giant Minecraft world on the 360, and some of the editing is going to be done on the PC, so we can play Let's Plays. And we got a ton of really cool ideas lined up.
So does that mean it has backwards compatibility then?
Only for the
in
one.
In a way.
Only for the one game.
Then how would you be able to play this is from my standpoint. If you have data from your old Xbox and you're going to transfer it to Xbox One, then you should be able to do...
It's not a hardware thing, it's a software thing. Minecraft is almost all entirely software, so there won't be any problem.
Here's what I want to know, okay? It doesn't have backwards compatibility, the Xbox One, but can you restore your purchases from your Xbox Live account so that you can bring your games over to the Xbox One?
That's what I'm trying to explain. So, Minecraft is the only game so far you can do this on. Until further notice, it doesn't appear the Xbox One arcade. It appears that all those games are different. The PS4 is doing something similar where you can bring over all of your digitally purchased games from the arcade and stuff over to the PS4 from the PS3. But the Xbox One, when it was announced at least, and as far as I know, does not offer that feature. I don't know what games are on the Xbox One marketplace. I don't think that there's any of the older games. I think there's just entirely new content with the exception of Minecraft. And then any games they release for the Xbox One are also getting released for the 360, with the exception of arcade games that I don't know about because I don't own an Xbox One, so a lot of my sources are not as valid as I'd like them to be. But when they finally decide to shut down the 360 servers for Minecraft, it means we can just jump over. There won't be this big issue of us having to rebuild a giant world because
Dude, the 360 servers go down, I'm just gonna shoot myself.
Dude, we should probably talk about... So I know we talked about it before, but Halo 2 remake probably coming out this year. The rumors are starting to get confirmed. There's more and more evidence supporting it now. It's not just a theory. That implies that the Halo 3 servers will be going down within the next 2 years. Because that'll set it up for... What year did Halo 3 come out?
Because I don't see the correlation.
Hang on, give me a second.
They did this with Alright, I understand where it's going. They did it with Halo 1.
2007.
So, Halo 2 came out in around 2001. 2? 3? Right?
I can check that if you give me a second. Halo 2?
Yeah. The original one.
The original one or Halo 2?
Halo 2 came out in
2004, so this is the 10-year anniversary of Halo 2, just like how the 1 anniversary came out in the 10-year anniversary of that. Halo 3 came out in 2007, so we're 3 years away from that, which means the Halo 2 servers have been down for a while, which means the Halo 3 servers are probably going to go down around the same time they released the Halo 2 servers. They
did this with Halo 1, so what happened is, after Halo 2 came out, they let Halo 1 run for a bit, right?
Yeah.
So then afterwards they're like, oh, we have Halo 2 now. I guess we don't need Halo 1 anymore. So what happened was they shut it down. And
which probably got a lot of people playing.
More servers for Halo 2. They did it with the 3 as well.
Halo 2 servers went down in 2012, and there was actually a game, I think, after they shut them off, there was a game that went along, I believe it went on as long as, I believe it's 48 hours after the servers closed. They kept a game going in Halo 2.
Yeah, Halo 2, they kept Halo 2 servers up?
No, they didn't, but after the servers went down, there was a couple people who tried to stay on as long as possible and have really long games so they could get as much out of it as physically possible. And the games won't end, the server, it's it goes down, but the individual, they didn't shut it down in the way that all the games immediately stopped. They shut down parts of it, you couldn't get into a new game, but the games that were currently running were still there. I'm trying to check the exact date they took it down. April 2010, so I'm off by 4 years. So the fact that the Halo 3 servers are still running is a miracle in of itself, and they'll probably be going down within the next year or two. Because 2017, they'll probably be releasing a Halo 3 remake if they continue with the current pattern. Halo Wars
remakes.
However, Halo Wars will not be getting a remake because that game sucked.
Speaking of remakes, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are coming out. Oh, Jason left it. Jason leaves every time I start talking about Pokemon.
Maybe he doesn't like Pokemon.
No, he likes Pokemon.
All right. Well,
I asked in one of those last podcasts. Remember?
yeah. All right. So, because Jason's gone, this actually is a really good segue into another topic. Kevin and I, none of the viewers know Kevin. He's a friend of ours.
Kevin is a saint.
Kevin's a saint. He is, though. Like, Kevin can do no evil as far as we're concerned. He's a very sweet kid and stuff. Me and Kevin have gotten into a debate over Pokemon and Nintendo mainly, but Pokemon's been the focus of our argument so far, and it's lasted over a week. And we're eventually going to record. Like, we're going to stop.
We can say his last name because there's probably like a million other Kevin Lees out there.
Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't going to because I was lazy, but.
Kevin Lee.
Kevin.
Everyone that's watching this from Cold Snake, go say to Kevin Lee, you are a saint.
No, go up and you were like, hi, Kevin.
Yes, on second thought, do that.
Yeah. Was it an old thing we used to do? It's a SpongeBob joke. Yeah, we do still do it occasionally. But Kevin and I got into a very long, heated debate about Pokemon that's still going on. And since a while ago, we were shooting around the idea of doing a debate cast where we have like 2-hour long podcasts, like extremely long podcasts that have like continuation. It's just an argument or a debate rather, but we're gonna format it in the way that a debate is done, like a judge and like or judges, a ref, stuff like that. And eventually, probably next 3 weeks, we'll be recording it, so it's not going to be out for a while, but it'll be the first debate cast. We have some interesting topics lined up. I don't remember what any of them are. One of them's probably politics.
Bah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to fight. Religion's probably in there. We might have to take that out unless we get a huge viewer thing. Like, hey, look, you guys should do religion. Unless we have a push from the viewers, we probably won't do religion. It's a very touchy subject. But yeah. So we'll be announcing that. It's not coming out soon. We haven't even recorded it yet. So it'll be coming out in a while. We'll be talking about that. It's very cool. Jason's still not back, which is frustrating, so we're just gonna keep moving on. The next topic doesn't pertain to Jason at all anyway. So, me and AJ go to Colts Neck High School, as you may have figured from AJ saying everyone in Colts Neck, go say to Kevin. So, Colts Neck does this thing. Some of the schools in our region do like news things. Like the school I used to go to, the school Jason goes to, does a newspaper, and Colts Neck does. They do a news segment. It's like a 10-minute long video you watch in homeroom, and it affects.
It's a good time waster.
Yeah, it wastes time. I wouldn't say it's good, and I dislike it.
I
but
said it's a good time waster. I never said it was good.
Yeah, but I'm not going after it. I was gonna originally hate on it, but so much time has passed between the last one. Actually, there was one that was released yesterday, but I didn't get to see it yet.
Yeah, neither did I.
And it's just it's cursed. Every time I rant about the news, it gets deleted. Like the segment doesn't go up at all. Like we had a podcast a while ago. We took the segment out, I think.
Can I this is gonna be the one edit I make this video. Can I put static in the background of you saying that, just so it's funny?
Static, sure. I don't care.
Well, actually, I'm too lazy.
Yeah. No static. Sorry, viewers. You get static next week. Lots of static.
Satan static.
We're going to be doing it through the radio.
Turn to, those weird half stations they used to have. It's
oh, I know what you're talking about.
The even number stations.
Yeah. Those are...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Just Google it. And Google black helicopters while you're at it. But, so, Colts Neck High School News.
Google Alpha Copter. It's funny.
So we're not going after the Colts Neck News. It's just, it's not worth it. I feel like if I rant on it, that this podcast is just not going to come out today. And I want this podcast to come out today. So, Colts Neck, you're spared.
Oh, we're starting to get lag. We need to stop talking about the Cougar News. We're getting a bunch of lag on the stream now.
Oh my god. See what I mean?
I think it's Leona. Leona has cursed us.
Leona animates all of our podcasts. So that's about everything we discussed last week. And since we're only 30 minutes in, we're going to keep going because that was our plan anyway. So, but first, I I just want to give the viewers an idea of what our schedule is going to look like. Videos coming out and stuff.
If you don't want to make just disclaimer, none of this is certain at the moment.
But this is how we want to do it, right? This is how we want to do it.
Yeah.
So, AJ, alright, so Dungeons and Dragons, we'd like to put 2 of those out per month on Mondays, first and third Mondays of the month. That'd be cool. AJ, the thing we recorded we tried to record at your house a couple days ago, that's exempt. We're gonna have Leona make that into an animated adventure. That's gonna be a separate series. So there'll be a separate Dungeons and Dragons series that will be much shorter and a little more organized.
Writing a new story, by the way.
Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons series I'm talking about, the first and third Mondays of every month, hopefully, is the one with Sam and Ian and Matt, I think. And there's a couple of those already up on the website. Or
There's like 2.
Page.
I'm gonna put out the third one when I have time, but
put it
I
out.
don't really have that much time.
AJ, put it out in June. Like, take your time on that one. We're gonna start putting them out first and third Mondays of the month in June, hopefully. Hi,
Jason, you seem to run away every time I start talking about Pokemon.
Dude, I am sorry. It's just Thor, Dad,
Pokemon X and Y.
this.
Or
Megan. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited for Gen 3.
I literally tried to do a flip, and then I landed on a cat.
Well, I died of laughter and
May you rest in
cried.
peace.
I had childhood tears. That was amazing.
I thought you said you had a child.
Yes.
happy birthday!
You got so excited you got pregnant and had a child.
I like the person in the background. Alright, so the audience can't see that, so we're just gonna keep moving along the schedule. Everything Wrong With, gonna be coming out hopefully 1 or 2 a week, starting not this week, next week. Tuesday or Thursday. We'll let you guys know. We'll talk about that on the Facebook page, and you'll obviously know when it comes out. Podcast, obviously 1 per week. We're going to try putting those out on Sunday and Saturday. No promises for right now. It's still a little rocky. After the machinima work is done, after all the editing and stuff is done, when we finally start releasing the machinima, then the podcast will get a lot more normal. Sadly, that's not going to be out till July. So, machinima...
We can't even promise that, really.
We can't promise a machinima starting in July, but we wanted our machinima to come out in July, and it's probable, I hope. Minecraft, we haven't recorded them yet, but when we finally do, we're going to record a ton at once. We're going to spend like a weekend over at somebody's house and just record like 30 Let's Plays, the first 30. Hopefully, probably not that many, because they take a long time to record, and then they take even longer to edit. So eventually they'll come out, and then we'll probably do like 1 of those a month if they're long, and if they're short, you'll probably see about 1 of them a week. Colin Explains Sports is going to be...
Keep in mind that at the moment I'm the only editor.
I'm working on getting you another editor. Don't worry about that. I gotta talk
That's
to her.
why this is kind of slow, just letting the audience know.
Yeah. We're working on getting more editors. Colin Explains Sports...
Wait. Unless the editing is bad, then it was done by Matt.
Okay. Yeah, let's blame Matt for everything. So Colin Explains Sports is going to be a separate series, probably going to go out Wednesdays, that'd be cool. We were knocking around the idea of doing a Hacksball Let's Play, but if you've ever played Hacksball...
You can't really do a Let's Play on that.
It's like electronic soccer, like from an aerial view. It's not very entertaining. I mean, we might do get-togethers online through Hacksball, like, hey, look, let's go play Hacksball together, like us in the community. That would be cool, but at the moment, we don't really have a community. We got you guys who are listening.
People.
There's not a lot. So...
We got 22 people.
22 people. That's just through Facebook, though. How's our South Korea viewer base doing?
6 people.
Wait, 6? That's it? I thought it was more. I was hoping...
Keep in mind that was like our second podcast that I said we had the most viewers from South Korea.
That's a good point. So we're not doing that. We were also bouncing around the idea for a short, but shorts take a lot of effort, so we're not doing that. So don't look for that anytime soon. What else? There's nothing we can really. Colin is going to be releasing a series, not for a while. It'll probably come out later this summer. It's going to be Metal Drawing Hour, where Colin's going to play music, whatever music he feels like, probably metal, and he's going to draw stuff. And Colin's actually a really good artist, so it should be interesting, especially with his quirky sense of humor and antics he's going to add in. Um, I mean, I'm not gonna. There's a couple other series. In October, we're going as a group to New York Comic Con. We don't have a booth. We don't have a panel. We're just gonna be there. We're there as people, but we'll use the Twitter feed to say like, hey, we're at this place at this time, and if you want to come hang out with us, that'd be cool. And we're gonna do something similar for PAX East, which is in spring. It's like the second weekend in April. It passed recently, but for right now, we have more series as time goes on. As like we have more time to like produce Let's Plays and stuff, like more will come out. The biggest problem right now we have is we don't have like game captures and stuff. That's like also the only problem. So yeah, it's kind of like the schedule. I have a topic I want to talk about, but Colin really wanted to introduce. He wanted to talk about the SATs, but Colin's not here, so we're gonna hold that. Wait, AJ, what episode podcast is this?
I think 7.
Oh, 7 was supposed to be our Halo cast, but it got released early as 6. We already talked a bit about Halo. I think we already filled our...
And for all of you who see the word Holocaust in Halo cast, you need to just stop being stupid.
Yeah, I saw it. A couple other people saw it, but it's not intentional. Right.
I'm Jewish. Why would I do that?
All right. To be fair, I've seen you go through like entire packets of bacon in like 10 minutes.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You don't know me.
We cooked an entire package of bacon at Colin's house that one time. You ate like the entire package.
Because no one else wanted any. I couldn't let good bacon go to waste.
I wasn't hungry anymore. Like all the grease.
And besides, I don't need to be kosher to be Jewish.
That's a good point. All right. I'm backing off. We're not going to bring religion into this.
See, that plastic bag agrees with me. It just fell.
That's funny. So, we're gonna jump around on the list.
Why don't you talk about that Call of Duty thing?
Alright, so, I was gonna wait for Jason to come back. But,
We don't know when he's gonna be back.
yeah, so, Call of Duty, Call of Duty trailer came out. Kevin Spacey stars in it. Advanced Warfare. Now, if you know me, because you're listening to this and you know me, or if you know me from listening to previous podcasts, I hate Call of Duty. I'm not afraid to say it. I dislike the series. I think it's bad. It's a poorly produced game about military propaganda. That's what Call of Duty is so far. But this new trailer makes it criticizes the American government and like our imperialistic ways so far, which is
everything we stand for.
Basically. So I thought that was very cool, very anti-military propaganda, and it looks like you're going to be playing as like a private military firm, not as the American Army, like the U.S. Army, not as the Marine Corps, not as like elite snipers or something. It looks like you're going to be playing as like a private firm attacking high target officials, which could be very interesting if they execute it right.
Sounds like Hitman.
Like Hitman, but with more money and more futuristic weapons. There's a lot of futuristic stuff in there that is going to get this game classified as a science fiction game, like the gloves used to climb up walls and like hover bikes and stuff. Our military is currently working on stuff like that, but it's not being, as far as I know, it's not being actively used in the field. So that puts it in the category of science fiction, which means this game better not mess up, because up until this point it's just been like an FPS. Now it's a science fiction FPS, like Halo or Bioshock Infinite. Is that a FPS? Are we gonna consider that?
It's first person. I don't know if I consider it a shooter.
It's like a first person shooter with like RPG elements mixed in.
You know what I really like that they're bringing back?
What?
Third person shooters.
Third person shooters are pretty good. The Battlefront game, I think the Battlefront, I think it's the third Battlefront game. That's a Star Wars third person shooter. I think that got dropped recently. I don't know. There's no buzz about it. If they announce it, then we'll go after it. But this kind of leads into that kind of leads into Star Wars Rebels, which is a game that's coming out, or a CGI animated series. I thought it was a game for a while. On Cartoon Network, called Star Wars Rebels. It looks like it's going to be in the same kind of style as the Clone Wars were done, and it's done with the same people. Dave Filoni, Simon Kinberg, Greg Wiseman. So the Clone Wars was originally supposed to go on for 10 seasons, and
Didn't it go on for like 3 or 4?
it went on for like 5, I think, and then it had a 6th season that was like the declassified files, and now this. So I feel like that's kind of their continuation of it, but they ran out of war stories to do, so now they're gonna like go on to like a different group of heroes. So like probably 3 or 4 seasons in this. Could be interesting. A lot of Star Wars games got dropped when LucasArts got sold to Disney, like 1313 that looked amazing. We talked about that before. Yeah, that got dropped a while back.
Aren't they coming out with a 7th Star Wars movie?
Yep, there's 7 Star Wars movies coming out. I'll look it up, actually. Bam!
Did you hear about that, Jason? They're coming out with a 7th Star Wars movie.
Oh my god, the reverb on that was crazy.
I mean, reverb.
Like, as AJ said it, there was a huge echo.
Echo!
Well, I'm back.
It's not there anymore, AJ. Oh! The 7th movie's coming out next year. 18th December 2015 for USA. Supposed to be 30 years after Return of the Jedi.
Huh.
So
it's probably going to star like their kids.
looks like Vader's in it. What the heck?
Vader's dead.
Ow!
Well,
Why?
there's 2 photos. Well, one of them is of Vader taking a selfie,
What?
and the other one is
Now I'm picturing Vader taking a selfie.
of a bunch of people in a room. It looks like they're the writers.
I'm going to throw a picture of that up.
Yeah, please. IMDb, AJ, for that.
Vader taking a selfie. Wow. Just way to go, Vader.
Alright.
Vader's now a teenage girl.
I got to leave early from
No
the
offense to teenage girls.
right now, so thank you guys for letting me here, and I'll see you later or whatever, because I have to start packing now.
Oh yeah, Jason, you're moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk to the audience about that?
Oh, right. Sorry guys, I
I
had
want to tell everyone you're...
AFK, MIA, or whatever, AWOL, as Dylan puts it. I've been busy packing my room lately, and the house in general, and I have a big house, Dylan's seen it. And I have to pack all of that stuff along with my parents' help, and like that's it. My
Jason,
brothers and my sister are helping too, but 6 people aren't enough to like fill this whole get this whole house done in like a week.
Jason, I want my ball back.
I'll give you your ball and we fucking move that shit.
I lost it when we recorded the audio for the Machinima
Dylan, I
series.
didn't know you like playing with balls.
Oh my god.
Yes,
not
all the
this-
balls. Jason, look at my screen before you go. AJ, if you could, I'm gonna take a screen capture of this and send it to you.
I already have one.
Oh, good. Of the light reflecting off my glasses in complete darkness.
The light from the
Well, that's
distance
creepy.
reflecting off the glasses looks like an Enderman.
Yeah, that's freaking creepy. Oh my god.
Dude, it's so creepy. If I like borrow my teeth and stuff,
Hold on, I need
it's
to see
super
if I can find a picture of Vader taking a selfie.
creepy. Look on the IMDb page for the 7 Star Wars
You guys,
movie.
is it raining for you guys over here?
I can't tell. I'm in an enclosed room with like no light at all. That's why I'm using let's give Goal Zero a plug real fast. So Jason, if you need to leave, then leave. Bye,
Okay.
Jason. So Goal Zero is this great these great people, right? I love Goal Zero. Wonderful people. They make they made this. It's a lantern. I leave it in my locker in school during the week because it has a USB port on it and it holds like 4 days worth of charging my iPod. And I like to go on my iPod at night and stuff and, just chill there and watch movies and like listen to music before I go to bed. And as a result, that leaves my iPod drained. And so I bring the lantern in and I charge it up in between classes so, I can listen to music on the bus ride home and stuff. It's very convenient. I'm currently using it to light up the room I'm in because the lights make a ridiculous amount of noise and we don't have time to edit the noise out. So, boom, light up to 50. I bring, Goal Zero makes solar panels and generators. I have a couple of their products. Very, very cool stuff. If you like to hike and camp and stuff, you're going on like a long backpacking trip and you need someone to charge your phone, like
Or if you just need to be an Amnesia cosplayer.
that too, They make a lot of really cool products. I have the Guide 10, which is it's like a rechargeable battery pack with a little flashlight on it. That's good. And I have with that I got the
It
Nomad
has a
7.
solar panel.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have a solar panel on it, but I did get a Nomad 7 solar panel. It's a small one. It's not too small. It's not too big. It's like the right size. I can put it on my backpack, bring it to school with me, charge up some stuff. If I go camping, I bring it with me to charge up my phone and my iPod. You know, it's very, very convenient stuff. I also have a USB-powered fan by them. It's nice, small. It'll be nice during the summer when I'm working in the woods. So, that's all really cool. Shout out to Goal Zero. Love you guys. And stuff. Actually, one of the guys who, he's this rock climber, he buys a lot of their stuff. He currently made a video about how he like lives out of his van with like 2 or 3 other guys when he's like rock climbing and stuff, and he like gave the viewers a tour of his van, and it was actually really cool, like how he like organized everything and how he ran it, and, like how his cooking conditions, and like just looking at it, very cool. I'll see if I can find a link for AJ. Can we put links in the description?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll see if I can find a link. Goal Zero. So I'm gonna find a link for AJ to put in the link dump, as it is commonly called by the hipsters, young generation, Solar Life. But Goal Zero, very cool product. They currently sell speakers and stuff too that are very cool. They have one that's coming out soon. It's a little expensive. It's like a version of one of their other speakers, but it is a solar panel.
It's raining.
Oh. For the viewer, it is now raining by AJ. Oh, yeah, it's raining. I have a small window. Alright, AJ, I'm sending you a link now. Putting it in the description. Alright, there, link. So put that. He's very, very cool. Wow, we talked about most of the stuff we were going to talk about. So, Goal Zero does a lot of cool stuff. They recently did this thing called the Navajo Project, where they went to reserves, and they brought solar panels and generators and stuff, and they brought lights with them, and they helped hook up electricity in a lot of reserves and stuff. That was very cool. And the only reason I talk about that, I didn't really look that far into it, is because it's a segue into something else I want to talk about. Look how cool that is. So, there's this guy on YouTube. A lot of you have probably seen his video already. Magic of RAHAT. He's a very cool YouTuber. And a while ago, he did Homeless Man Wins the Lottery. He did like a prank on this guy. I'm not really sure how it went. I think the homeless man ended up with $1,000. And well, recently, through the power of the internet and crowdfunding and stuff, he was able to raise enough money to you don't have to buy a house and like pay mortgages and stuff on it. You can rent houses too from certain people, and that's what he did. He raised enough money through the internet to lost my train of thought, to rent this guy a house. And yeah, and the guy really appreciative. It's a very sweet, very touching video. And he explained how he's not going to touch any of the money. And he did this cool bit in the video where he explained, like, he showed you like how he filled it up with, like, he got him a couch and a TV and a little fireplace and like a bed and stuff. And I think they raised like $24,000, something like that. And he maybe they raised more than that. They raised a lot of money through the internet, which is very, very nice. They raised $44,000, and he explained where all of the money went, and he explained how he's not touching any of the money. None of it went to him. He's doing this out of the goodness of his heart, which was very cool. I wish I had the type of will and determination to do that, and the ability to. Also, don't know any homeless people. Yeah. Oh, AJ going in for the close-up. And AJ going away from the close-up. AJ appears to be gone for the moment. So, homeless man gets a home. Very, very cool. Definitely should look that up. Let's see what else we have on the list. I have a story I can tell, but nobody's going to listen. I hate roller coasters. I went to Six Flags. I had fun. Six Flags is a thing called Physics Day. Many of you may know about that. And I went to it with a business club, ironically, not for physics. And I don't know. I somehow managed to have fun at an amusement park, and I hate amusement parks. So, boosh. I don't know. Magic. Something very cool. So yeah, that was fascinating, right, AJ? Wow, that's amazing. I hope we didn't lose the footage of that awesome thing. Man, it'd be a shame if we lost the audio and footage for that.
Yeah, I know, that would suck, wouldn't it?
I feel so sorry for the viewers, assuming we lost it already. Oh, look, we lost it. Oh, no. Oh, well, sucks for them. So we were talking about movies earlier.
He's also a cat. Ow! The cat just kicked me with its claws out. Okay, Ashley, please, if you're going to play with your kitty cat, then you should take it elsewhere.
Please exit the premises.
Please, and now the cat's in my closet.
Alright then. Is the cat coming out of the closet, AJ? It's okay. We still love him. I love him no matter what decision he decides to make in life. Alright. So, we were talking about movies earlier. So, let's go back to talking about movies that are coming out, because we were talking about movies that I had seen at least, since nobody really contributed to that. So, The Purge Anarchy's coming out June 20th. I don't mean to give them a shout out because The Purge is an interesting concept. So for those of you out there who live under rocks or in South and North Korea, The Purge is this idea where in America, like there's like 99% like job, like there's 1% unemployment, 1% crime rate, like everything's nice and stuff because one day a year all crime is legal. And somehow, during that one day, it's night for the whole time. Not sure how they did that part. But, it's a very interesting concept, like, let everyone get their vents out once a year so people don't do violent and bad things. They can focus on working and having a good life. It's an interesting concept. It was presented poorly in the first movie, and I'm assuming they're not going to do anything different in this one. Maybe make it about more than one family. Which doesn't make me want to see it. At all. Interesting concept, could be, I'm sure it would make a great book, because then they could focus a little less on like the violence and killing and more on like this psychological
character development.
Yeah, and like the political aspects and the psychological and economic results of it. So there's another movie coming out called Mom's Night Out. I looked at a couple articles. The one that was functioning, it wasn't my favorite article because some of them were very snarky about it. The New York Times wrote an article about it. It's called "Dad's Watching Us, Call Social Services."
What?
Yeah. It's a Christian-themed film that... Alright, this is a quote here. Ready? "Seldom has wackiness been as tedious as it is in Mom's Night Out, a Christian-themed film that is desperate to make adherents seem wild and crazy, but mostly make them seem incapable of raising children." There's a woman, and she has a pretty easy life, except for garden variety mishaps, like, dumb things that don't really matter in life. Like, oh no, her life is horrible because of her garden is not as beautiful as it should be. And, yeah, and that's all she has.
How is that Christian?
It's, there's a Christian theme in it. That's not the Christian theme. She decides to go to a nice restaurant with her gal pals, quote unquote. Hell breaks loose, that's a quote, with hospital and jail among the places the various participants end up. The film is way too eager to emphasize that Christians do all the with it things. They blog, they text, they drive recklessly. Little of it is funny or genuine, and the benefits of a real faith, the benefits and beauty of real faith are nowhere evidence. Only Trace Adkins, a country singer who really should do more acting, seems comfortable. It's rated PG, presumably for cartoonish mayhem. So, it's the articles I've seen. Apparently, there's a priest in there somewhere. I'm not really sure how that fits in, but it's a Christian-themed insult to women. Basically, is the idea I got. Not gonna go see that. I don't know if it's out yet. I don't know if it's coming out. Frankly, I don't care. Another movie about Catholics, by Catholics, or Christians, by Christians, that, just not good. We should stop making movies. In complete contrast to that, There's another movie coming out this year. I'm not sure if it's out yet. Probably not. I'm gonna go just check real fast and see when it comes out. 20th January 2014. So it's already out. It is called The Internet's Own Boy, story of Aaron Swartz. And for those of you who don't know who Aaron Swartz is, he was a programming prodigy, he was an information activist, and he co-founded Reddit. He's all over the place on the internet. You see, like, all of his stuff in there. Like, he's left his mark on a lot of things, but he did a lot of work in social justice and political organizing, like, just have more public stuff. He eventually, quote from the summary, but was Schwartz's groundbreaking work in social justice and political organizing combined with his aggressive approach to the information access that ensnared him in a 2-year legal nightmare. It was a battle that ended with taking over his own life at age 26. This is a real story. I couldn't tell at first from the trailer whether or not this is a real person or if they made up a guy who went Reddit. So I looked him up, and he killed himself, I believe it was 2 years ago, and he ends up in this big political battle, and he really, like, helped a lot with, like, development of the internet and stuff. I don't know too much about him, but the film looks very interesting, and he was inducted into the Internet Hall of Fame, which
I didn't even know was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing either. I looked it up afterwards because it was, like, casually mentioned in his Wikipedia page, which is not someplace I should be going for biographies and stuff, but the Internet Hall of Fame isn't like, oh, this cat meowed and it got 1 billion views on YouTube, Internet Hall of Fame. It's like real people who had actual influence in the development and creation of the internet and things on the internet who have done good. And
That's a good kid.
Yeah. Basically. And there's already a list of 2014 inductees. You can go look it up. It's very, very interesting. They have, like, different categories. Very cool. We're starting to get to the end, but let's so we're supposed to be a video game podcast, more centered around comedy, so let's talk about video games for a bit, right? So PS Vita has a lot of upcoming games,
including Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. Borderlands 2 coming out for the PS Vita soon. I have to actually read through the article real fast because I didn't really look at it. I just said, oh, look, this looks interesting.
And then you sent it to me and Jason.
Yeah, because it did look interesting, and there's a lot of games coming out. Super Exploding Zoo, that looks interesting. Not really sure.
Sounds interesting.
You know what would make zoos a lot more interesting? If all the animals in captivity doubled as living bombs. I don't need to read any more about that. AJ, you have a PS Vita, right?
Yep. I'm
gonna borrow that to play. I'll buy the game as long as I play it and stuff. I would love to play that game. That sounds very interesting. But I don't have the money for a PS Vita, so I have to buy a new laptop. My laptop sucks. Minecraft is coming out. Minecraft on the PS Vita, if this is like an image from it, looks a lot better than it does in the PC or the 360 too. Or the 360. A lot less grainy, a lot more flush. It's very, very interesting. I didn't know that Minecraft was coming out for the Vita. That raises the question, and I'm going to look that up in a minute as soon as I'm done flipping through this article. Every click you hear is in a different game I'm looking at. Oh, Walking Dead Season 2 is going to come out for it. That's very cool. Love the Walking Dead. Wolf Among Us. And, that's the end of the article. I'm going to look up real fast and see if Minecraft is on the PS4. Minecraft PS4. Yep, Minecraft is coming out on the PS4. Oh, it already is on the PS3. So, that's interesting. Did not realize that Minecraft was on the PS4 yet. That's very cool, though. Walking Dead coming out for the PS Vita. I'm a fan of The Walking Dead. Love the series. Read too far ahead in the comics. Spoiled the next season or two of the series for myself. But played some of the games. Watched others. The Walking Dead series that's coming out. It's the one that follows Clementine. Just look up. It's the most popular Walking Dead series. Won tons of awards. It's It's one of those game series that I played, and then I watched the game footage online. It's a much better game to watch someone play without commentary. Like, it's a very interesting game. It would make a very good show, the premise of it, but it does not play well, in my opinion. The controllers were very frustrating for me. I played it on the iOS. I can't imagine they would be much better on the 360. I've watched a couple people play them. They seemed very frustrated with the controls. But it doesn't make it any less of a good game. It's still, I looked it up on YouTube. I watched the seasons as they come out, the episodes as they come out. But I do that with a lot of games. Like, I watched Mass Effect and play it, which I'm regretting because there's so many different choices. So I might have to go back and play Mass Effect, which I hated for a long time. So, continue. Oh, go ahead, AJ.
Nothing, I was just saying nothing.
Oh, say it. It's just me and you. It shouldn't be just me talking.
Commander Shepard.
What about him?
That's the guy from Mass Effect, that's all I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hated Mass Effect 3 for a while, not because of the ending. A lot of people hate the Mass Effect 3 ending, and they complain to the point where the game developers added in, like, an extra, like, action or, like, a 3-second cutscene or something that implies that the main character is alive, but that's stupid. The game developer made an ending for the game, and a couple people didn't like it, and they made a petition. Tough shit. That's how your game ended. The next Mass Effect game that comes out, not going to be related to Shepard at all. He's not the main character. I don't think he's even supposed to be alive in the game. It doesn't matter. He's dead by that point anyway. What do you care if he survives this giant explosion? So instead of being a martyr, he's a bomb blast survivor who dies a horrible death of old age instead of this epic heroic death. And they just complained and complained and complained. They were like, this isn't right. We should fix this. And EA made Mass Effect, right? I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check there real fast. Who made Mass Effect? Internet. Who made Mass Effect? Mass Effect had a lot of good actors in it too. Mass Effect. Just where's Wikipedia at? There's Wikipedia. BioWare made it. And alright, main series characters, show. Who's did they say the alright, so they don't they do explain the voice actors, I think. Whereas yeah, so Seth Green did it, Keith David was in there, Mark Meir was the male version of Commander Shepard, and Jennifer Hale was the female version. Don't actually know who that is. DC Douglas, name rings a bell. Freddie Prinze Jr. That sounds like maybe a rapper or something. Jeff Page. I've had some famous actors and stuff in here. Adam Baldwin was in there. That's very cool. I love Adam Baldwin. Adam Baldwin played Dutch in ODST. He played what's his name? Jane in Firefly. He's done a lot of science fiction work. He appears, he pops up every once in a while. He was in Independence Day. He's a good actor. I really like him. I dressed up as him for, or Jane, his character from Firefly, for Comic-Con. If you look up a picture of him, you'll probably recognize him. He's done a lot of work. But,
He looks like House.
A what?
He looks kind of like House.
Yeah, he does more now. He used to be more like he used to look more like a pirate or like ex-military. But BioWare, you guys make a lot of good games, but boy, you guys are pussies. Just because your fans don't like the way you ended a game does not mean you have to go back and edit it. Especially when it has absolutely, it's gonna have no change on anything at all. It's like a 3-second cutscene for like a couple hundred people. Those couple hundred people should just shut their mouths. They had no right to, well, they had plenty of right to complain. They had no right to influence it that way. And BioWare, you shouldn't have listened to them. That was that alone, that like show of like weakness and like, oh, you know, going back on what you did, that makes me not want to play Mass Effect games. But I did watch all the cutscenes for the first game and most of them for the second game. And I did see the ending of the third game, so I'm gonna go back and play your games. You guys make a lot of good games. Definite redemption here. Wow, this is probably the most we've ever talked about video games, and we're going to keep it going because video games are awesome. Watch Dogs is coming out soon. Won like 93 E3 awards. Very cool game about a hacker, and there's some plot there, and I can't wait to see how they develop the plot. It looks like it's supposed to take place mainly in Chicago, and there's some like gunfighting and stuff. And it's a game. It leaves you a lot of options. Like if you want to go into a place guns blazing, you can do that. You can be stealthy and never enter it. You can there's different roads you can take. You don't have to be. It adapts to your style of playing, or you can adapt.
It's a sandbox game.
Yeah, it's a sandbox game at its heart, and it looks like it's going to combine the fun of GTA 5, like the fun randomness of GTA 5, with a lot more strategy and stealth and stuff. It adds different aspects. I've seen some gameplay and some trailers. It looks phenomenal. I can't wait to play it, and I can't wait for it to come out. I think it comes out this month, right? I'm gonna check that again. Watch Dogs, where is it? So AJ, hang on.
Isn't this not the first Watch Dogs game?
I know we talked about Thief a while ago, and that was a reboot of the Thief series. I'm gonna check it. Nope, that's the wrong page. I need to go to Wikipedia for this. Ubisoft's not going to tell me whether or not it's the first game in the series. Comes out May 27th. Trying to get out of this page. Alright, let me try that again. Watch Dogs. Official site. Let's see, Wikipedia. Wikipedia's... Alright, there it goes. Coming out for Microsoft Windows, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One. Wii U version of the game has been put on hold. Not like anyone's actually going to go out and get that, because games are crap on Wii systems. Games like this, anyway. Development, release. So they have, how many is it? 5, there's like different editions you can get. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 different ways you can buy it, and each way comes with its own different stuff. With the exception of the standard edition, which just comes with the game disc, and if you buy it for the PlayStation, it comes with a white hat pack. I personally am probably going to buy more than one version of the game, because some of the stuff is DLC and in-game. Some of the stuff is outside of the game, like a map of Chicago, or their version of Chicago, exclusive packaging, original soundtrack. The main character, Aiden Pierce's iconic cap, his vigilante mask, a steelbook, 23 centimeter at Aiden Pierce figurine, art book, 4 augmented reality card, and 3 exclusive badges, stuff like that. I will not.
AR cards.
Yeah. It does not appear to. It's been in work for a while. It received more than 83 awards and nominations for its display at E3 2012. And won 2 Game Critics Awards for Special Commendation for Graphics and Special Commendation for Innovation. Nominated for One to Watch at the 30th Golden Joystick Awards, 90 awards at E3 2013, won Best Critics Award for Game Critics Award for Best Action Adventure Game, 4 additional nominations for Best of Show, Best Original Game, Best Console Game, Best Online Multiplayer. Also nominated for Most Wanted at 31st Golden Joystick Awards, and nominated for Most Anticipated Game at the VGX 2013. Not like VGX actually means anything.
It means that one season of Yu-Gi-Oh! That no one watched.
Yeah, I didn't know about the VGX until I started listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast, and honestly, I still don't care about it. It's not something I should watch. I pay more attention to the Game Informer's version of that, because VGX just it gave XCOM Enemy Unknown Best PC Game 2012.
We know it.
Yeah, but I still don't take their what they say. Best Graphics Halo 4. Yeah, that's about all you can say about Halo 4. Best Xbox 360. All right, 2012, right? The nominees for Best Xbox 360 game were Halo 4, Assassin's Creed 3, Borderlands 2, and Dishonored, and somehow Halo 4 won that. Halo 4 sucked in comparison to those other games. Studio of the Year, Telltale Games got that. I'm just going through. Half-Life 2 got Best Game of the Decade, though. I'm just looking through real fast. Last of Us got a game last year, or award last year. BioShock Infinite, Assassin's Creed 4. A lot of these have gotten. Alright. Award, Character of the Year, winner, the Lucette Twins, Bioshock Infinite. That's more than one person. Also, not an award that was in any of the previous years. So yeah, Watch Dogs, first of its kind, first game like this, like with the hacking aspect and stuff, and first in its series. I heard an interesting theory the other day that, you know the Steam box, right, AJ?
Like Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal?
Yeah.
It's the orange box.
I meant the Steam box, the Steam console.
There's a Steam console?
It's like a glorified PC. It's trying to standardize like a PC, so that way games are guaranteed to run on it. It's a console, but it's not a console. It could be compared to the next gen consoles because a lot of those are basically like computers with like different programming. Mm-hmm. But I heard a theory the other day that what Valve can do is they can release a Steam box, like a second Steam box, and make it good graphics or whatever, like standard, best of the top of the line, can run like any PC game, and with it they come preloaded Portal 3, Half-Life 3, and Team Fortress 3. Their sales would rocket to the moon. I would go out and buy one of those and become a PC gamer if they released that.
I'll send them an email right now.
They might be making them. There's no confirmed on any of the theories and stuff that they're making third games in any of those, but if they were to release all three of them at the same time on one console and just on that console, they would make ridiculous amounts of money. Ridiculous amounts of money. So, maybe they'll do that, maybe they won't. I don't know. AJ, you want to talk about Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2?
No, that was Jason.
Oh. Oops. Well, Jason's gone. AJ, did you want to talk about something? Want to talk about it?
Cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. Tastes good. Alright. We have one last thing to talk about, one last topic. I can't believe we got through 2 weeks of topic in under an hour and 15 minutes. Or under an hour and a half. So this is probably going to be about an hour and a half long. So we're not really editing it. I really wanted Colin to be here for this, and I saved this to the end. I really hope...
Why don't we save this for next week, then?
It's not going to be topical next week anymore. It's not going to matter. Because it'll be over. It's event. Let me just finish giving it some intro, give it a little, hype it up. I wanted Colin to be here for this because this is kind of a story up Colin's alley, but Colin refuses to talk until he has a better microphone, or a microphone that works. And since that's not going to be for a while... quick segue. Podcast will be no longer on Skype starting probably in 2 weeks. I got adapters for the mixer, but they were the wrong adapters again. But I can go back to Radio Shack and say, hey, look, you sold me the wrong adapters. Here's the equipment. Let's make sure we do it right this time. They fit, they're just too tight, and as a result, it doesn't conduct it properly. I have to actually go through and make sure it didn't break any of the mics. Could be the mixer, but it's probably not. So moving on, woman sells virginity to highest bidder.
You already have that. It's called prostitution.
No, she went on some auction site, and she's selling her virginity legally. I'm not going to read her statistics and stuff. She's a person. She gives a ton of reasons for it, and a lot of people have been complaining about it, like, oh, that's not right. She has no reason to do this. That's not fair. She's, I think, like 23 or something like that. She just wants, like, the money. She's not gonna, like, give it to charity and stuff like that. She just wants money. And, I don't know. Personally, it's her virginity. She can do with it whatever she wants. But, people who are bidding on it, that's their thing. People on the internet have no reason to hate on those people who are bidding on this. But highest bid is currently $801,000. Dude, you're out of your mind. There are way cheaper prostitutes in Vegas. Way cheaper. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm not saying...
wait, that's your argument? Your argument is not the fact, like, what's wrong with you? You're buying someone's virginity instead of going
She's
out.
selling it. She's selling it, and people are buying. Supply and demand. And she's an attractive young woman. If you take away all the photoshopping and stuff, even without the Photoshop, she's an attractive young woman. I can see paying $100, a couple $100, but $801,000. Are you out of your mind? That's the type of person who says, "I have money to throw away. Let me throw it on this woman's virginity."
I have no comment on this topic.
I mean, apart from that,
I find it wrong.
I mean,
the entire thing is disgusting.
I agree it's disgusting, but I'm not saying it's wrong. She has the right to do whatever she wishes with that. She found a quick way to make money, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of copycats coming up. So all of you out there who don't have $801,000 but want to participate, just wait a couple of years. Don't worry.
Don't encourage them.
Being sarcastic.
That was not a sarcastic tone.
Well, it should have been. Yeah, she's,
That's one way to end the podcast.
Yeah,
But yeah, you're right, we should have had Colin here for this.
Yeah, Colin would definitely have had some interesting things to say about that. Next week, if we remember, Colin will give his reactions to that. That should be pretty interesting to watch. What else? Yeah, I mean, we talked about a lot. We gave you guys like 2 weeks worth of podcast in, under an hour and a half. And again, we're sorry it took us so long to get this out, but you guys know it is. You guys have lives. So we're getting this out today. Don't worry. Forget about it. We're nice guys. Really. Alright. Bye, guys.
Well, this has been the Pentagram podcast. I've been AJ.
I'm Dylan. And Jason's
and
dead.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.